Right. Okay. Welcome to the stream again. So yeah, let's jump back to the stream and screen and let's see what we're doing. Okay. Right. Okay. Change the mic. Right. Let me show you what we did last time. Right. So basically, we try to create a performance monitoring client. Actually, here, so not exactly a complete solution because we're going to use a cloud provider to send metrics and render them inside the dashboard. Because there are so many solutions out there, and there's no need to like create something from scratch. Right. Okay. Then this is what we did. So here uh, we initiate our, so basically we wrote like a simple apm client. So basically apm is application performance monitoring, uh, which is not that popular right now. So here we have apm client, which is pretty straightforward. We have a simple function which wraps the gets static props, and then we from that we get some information like page name, type, and some params passed to this. And yeah, then we track the elapsed time, how much time it took to run that get static props. So we're gonna do this for uh, get static props, get server side props, and get initial props, and also the api routes. Then we have a single place, so we can create a register, we can create a listener, and we can see this event, and then we can pass this event to a dashboard. So right now we're gonna send this dashboard into honeycomb. uh, I'll show you in a couple of seconds. And if I go to the our pages, so here we wrap our get static props from here. You can see we wrap that function, which is not ideal, but we're gonna fix this later on. We're gonna try to like go into Next.js core and trying to like do some kind of hack to get rid of this thing. But eventually we should find a proper way to do that, maybe expose some good api from Next.js. So that's later on, and we did the same for the so let me get my mouse. All right, post page as well. So the blog post page like this, and then we can run this application. Here we are using this app, right? And here we fetch data from GitHub, so it takes some time, so that's why. Right, then so if I go to my this is the dashboard when I run this query. So I can see what's happening here. You can see, right? I access some pages, and so data comes here. Let me put 10 minutes time window, right? I have some couple of like stuff here. So that's the idea, and that's the state right now. And we're going to like do some more things to make add some traces today. So basically, right now we can only see the number. Like for example, like let me run this one more time. Right. All right. Okay. And a couple of times. Let me run this again. Oh, why is that? Oh, I know what's going on. So I think yeah, we're calling it, but maybe we're not sending it. Interesting. Let me run this again. All right. Let me capture this here. Where do we actually do this console log, which is interesting? Yeah, here. So let me get rid of this one, and then let's do a log here. This is not the correct place to do that. Maybe I think we should try to do this inside the underscore document rather than underscore app. Console.log. All right, let me change the mic. Okay, mic version. Okay, which is right. Then I'm gonna and I'm gonna say whether I'm getting the payload or not, because that's something I need to check. Right, then I can view this from here. Okay, and then I'm gonna run this. Okay, yeah, I'm getting data locally, which is good. And then let me do some more things. Okay, we're getting data, which is only for the slash root. Interesting. But we're not getting data for the individual page, which is kind of weird. Oh, we're getting that as well. All right, that's cool. Right, then we should actually can see these things here. Like, oh yeah, it's some reporting issue. So nothing much. Right, we have this data, and currently it shows the P95 of the latency. This is fine, but we cannot easily pinpoint what's where this time is spent on, whether it's some sort of queuing thing, maybe it's for authentication, maybe it's for like fetching data really. So that's the goal here, trying to find out that. And today we're going to do that. Right, this is interesting. So for that one, I'm going to use something. Have you heard about like async Node.js async hooks, which is interesting API, and but really underused and only used for APM kind of things. They recently released something very interesting, async local storage. So with that, we can do pretty interesting thing. I'll show you why this is important, and yeah, let's do that. So I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna go to my here. So basically, this is the place we are going to wrap this function. Basically, wrap get initial prop, get static props, and let me open sample get static props. So here I want to track. So this is in Node.js we have event loop. So there's no order of things, like even though we run inside the promise here, so it's kind of like a sequence, but actually inside the code inside Node.js there's no such thing, like it orders in random way, random way. So then if you track something here and you don't really know, let's say I know this is actually inside this hook and I can see stuff, that's fine. So let's say I'm going inside this get post list function call, and I'm gonna track okay, this is where I start time and this is where I end. So then I don't have information about where this is running, whether this is running in a gets that so this is this place, or gets this place, or maybe it's a completely different page, but there's no information inside this here. So then the option is to pass something into the get post list, and then we can so basically it's pretty ugly. Then you have to like pass that object here for everything, and it will actually kill our API design and it's kind of like a. So then with async hooks we can actually call a special function with a special object, and we can actually get the which parent is this, which is whether this function get static probe, so whether it comes, so we can set some data and we can grab that data here. So based on that we can do pretty interesting stuff. So then we have a kind of context. So this is not something available in Node.js. So this is without doing something like that, it's not available by default, but we need to call some APIs and get that functionality, which is pretty nice. And before this one, Node.js has something called fibers, so it's something like promise, but kind of threaded solution. They had this functionality by default, but now we have something inside the code, we can use that. So let's I'm quite not sure whether you understand or not, but please read about async hooks, Google it, and there are not many resources out there about explaining that what it does and so on, but it's really important, like if you're trying to dig into Node.js internals. Right. Okay, let me change this, which is not what I want. Right, let me do this. So this is the first time I'm using this async local storage. I use, so this is something recently added. So in earlier, so we had to like do some lot of work and trying to get this information. Right, this is okay. Right, so I'm gonna do what I'm trying to do. All right, so I'm gonna run this inside this one. All right, so yep, that's it. Async run, get immediate. All right, async local storage run. Right, and what's the return? Well, we don't return anything. Throw anywhere we can do that. All right, yeah, let's do something. So basically I need something to return, which is important here, otherwise I'm in trouble. Okay, gets to how can I do that? All right, well, let's figure out something which is not that hard if you think about. Okay, right, using local storage, and I'm gonna be going into my APM. I'm going to import this module. Right, then I'm gonna create a new object here, actually inside this function. So this is the place I'm running this function here. This is the one place I need to wrap things up. I think we can do something. All right, yeah, we can run this inside the promise. All right, yeah, doable. All right, constant response. This I'm gonna run new promise. Yep, that's what we do. Promise, and I'm gonna resolve, and I'm gonna reject. We have this thing, and I'm gonna do something like this. Create a new async store. I'm gonna try new async local storage. I don't think I need to put any data. Yeah, I don't need to put anything here, and I'm gonna run. So then yeah, so this is something I need to create globally. Right, then ID is the data I need to pass. Okay, yep, that's what I want. And I need to create, this is in the top level, right? And then I'm gonna do dot run here. I'm gonna pass some object to understand where we are and what we do and so on. So I'm gonna do payload. I'm gonna pass the payload here. I can do something, and then what I'm trying to do is so basically I need to pass some callback, I guess, which runs inside this, and then from here I'm trying to call my fn. So this is the parameters args, and if it's then, which is fine, I'm gonna call resolve. If not, actually there are 3 dots, and catch, I'm gonna call reject. That's cool. Right, so now it's running. We have promise, and I'm gonna put a wait here, wrap everything up, and yep, that's it. Now we wrap this, and this is good. And let's see whether this functionality working, whether our app is working. And then that's what we want. That's what we want. Right, then let's hope. Ooh, can't resolve as in. Okay, which is interesting. I think or this is coming from I think inside the. I know where this is happening. So basically I cannot improve this inside the client side code. So this is the problem, I guess. So if let me get rid of this callback code base basically, then I should remove this error. Yeah, it is. So let's fix that. So this is what we have happening here. So this is a very hard to debug problem in Next.js. For example, now underscore app.js, this is the wrong place I'm doing in here. So this file is loaded on both server and the client. So then inside the server we have the async hook, but inside the client we don't have that. That's why Next.js throws this error. So it's not available. So then ideal place I should do this is not here inside the custom document. So that's the only place we are running into the server. Then I can do any server stuff there. So let me open here and get the syntax. Next is custom document. I have some other tricks to, like, if I use underscore app, it's still possible to do. There are some neat tricks, but anyway, I don't know how to do that. Let's try to use this, and that will fix the issue. All right, so this is it, and I'm gonna type underscore document.js. This is it. And then what I try to do, right, this is it, and I'm gonna get out everything I did here. Right, this is specifically right, and then I'm gonna paste it here. Right now it should work. So let me see whether that fix or not. Definitely should fix that. Now let's see whether the functionality is working, whether I can see some get some yeah, now it's not printing stuff, which is weird. So then ideally it should give me some data here. So unfortunately this is not happening. Let me check why. Right, all right, basically it should give me some information here, maybe underscore document.js, which is not running. Interesting. Let me try to do some running. Okay. Oh, I think I know what's going on. I need to restart the server. Like if I add an underscore js, I think that's the case. Okay. Okay, let me reload the page. Yeah, that's the issue. Like if you add an underscore document.json or you change something, then you have to restart the page. Otherwise it doesn't work. Right now this is good. Now basically we can how functionality works. So that's good. So now I want to know whether I get the exact thing I want to do with this. So let's do something nice. So let me for a moment let me export this module, the const, not module, const, and then I'm gonna do something here inside my data. I'm getting the get post list. I'm gonna get this store. I'm gonna go payload, and I'm gonna do something like this. What we're gonna do is yeah, let's import this. I mean, like, what's it? Little, yeah. Should be APM. Is it? Yeah, APM. Right. Then inside this we have async store, and I'm gonna go async store dot get store. I think this is it. And let me console log the payload. Right. Let me async payload. Right. Then this is it, and I'm gonna reload the page, and with the you've seen something interesting or expected. Okay, yeah. Oh, it's undefined, which is weird. Which is weird. Which is super weird. Okay. Yeah, it's getting. Yeah, sometimes it's not getting like. Yeah, sync payload. We're getting it here. I think. So that's happened like before we run this application. I think that's why. So sometimes it's getting undefined, and sometimes it's getting proper results, which is interesting, and we need to debug why. All right. All right. If we are accessing the oh, I know what's that issue. Oh, okay. If you're trying to access like a single page, I mean like a individual post page, and the payload is undefined, which is interesting. Okay. And then if you're trying to access the home page, we always get that. Right. That's interesting. That's something we need to debug and try to fix why is similar. So let me do anything before. Let me add some yeah, I think I know what's going on here. So basically, yeah, inside the yeah, I think I know what's going on. Right. So what's happening is the post list is also accessed by in some other way, which we are not wrapping right now. So that's the issue. So let me yeah. So that's fine. That's fine. So this is something we could try to catch later on. Okay, which is interesting. All right. Yeah, I think let's add some comments to see whether we are seeing this. Okay. All right. Now I'm here, and let me add some comments. Run console log dot, and I'm gonna type page name dot, and inside run, inside promise. Actually, I'm doing await, so there's no need. Inside sync store, right? Yeah, I understand like page transition. That's yeah, I understand. So about that's I need to like yeah, I understand it's so that's how I actually try to do stuff. Maybe I'll do let me grab it somewhere like here, so then it's kind of easy. Yeah, that's a good one. So let me yep. Right. Then I know it's kind of weird. Yeah. Yeah, so I think it's in the when you're streaming this something like this is gonna happen. So yep, still I need to go to grab the terminal. I need to like switch. Anyway, this is much better than earlier. Right. Anyway, let me do something like let me open the terminal here, so then it will fix this issue. One more time, I'm gonna do this. That's it. and then I'm gonna type, let's hide this page. What's this? Not keen. All right. Now we're good. And yarn dev. All right, I think we are good. Okay. Right now, yes. Okay. I think it's happening even before. All right. About the questions about Stevie asked, like, is it okay for yeah, homepage to have params undefined? Yes, it is. Yeah, right now, like, if you like, basically we are trying to, let me open the next page here. We don't have anything here, like it's undefined, like, so in homepage we don't get anything because there's no params, like it's not like in Next.js we don't have that one, so that's fine. We get params only when you're using file system routes kind of thing. All right, now I see what's going on here. So as you can see now here, what I was trying to debug, so we get like this this null undefined thing, and which just happens before we actually run our hook, uh, run our like wrapping thing. So yeah, it's happened before that, even before that. And I'm quite not sure what is this. Let's do a production build, and then so we can see whether this is something specific or something. So we need to understand later on. Right. Right. Anyway, it's gonna cold, so we should do something about it. All right. Let me kill this, and I have to do a little bit of things. For example, I need to go to package JSON, and I need to get this URL. Otherwise, I cannot run it locally in production mode. I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna put it here. So there are some API keys. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna delete all these things after the stream, and these are from the test count, so doesn't matter anyway. Like, even though I expose these things, right? And okay, now everything goes. Let's build the app. Let me zoom the. All right, not this one. Yeah. Oh, now it's not clean. Right. Okay. Right, and I'm gonna do yarn. So what's the shortcut to hide this editor thing? Should be command shift E. Shift command E. Is it? Okay, what's that? All right, explore. So it should be shift command and E. Is it caps lock E? I don't know. It's not working. Anyway, right. That's good. Okay. Oh, open it's something else, I think. Right. Okay, something for later. Yeah. Okay, let me run this. Let me build it. Yarn build. And the interesting thing is, if you're running this inside lambdas, so actually we don't need these async hooks kind of thing, because inside the lambda we are pretty much sure like only one request is running at a single given time, so we don't need this kind of magic inside that. This is only need if you're running inside as a Node.js server, so which is a good thing. All right, and I think everything is loaded. Let's check here, and let's load a page. All right, for the first time it's not getting anything because it's sort of cached copy with Next.js incremental build, but in the second time it gets me something. So let's see what's here happening here. Start. Okay, wrapping here, we get the payload, just a root, right? That's pretty good. And yep, I think now it's fine. Now it's kind of tracking it quite fine. Yeah, okay. Okay, this one, and I'm gonna reload the page again. Yeah, I think now yeah, so this functionality is working as expected, and we don't need to worry about this undefined thing which is happened locally. Locally mean, I mean when we're doing the dev build. Okay, let me run again with the yarn dev because I'm doing some code changes, otherwise I cannot check this. Right, and I'm going to close this, it's not needed. And then so basically this is it. This is everything. Then I need to like create a trace and put it. So let's do it. Okay, all right, now we go to APM. So now I need to create a trace inside this payload. So I need to add some called trace, and I need to add some events kind of thing. So let's call it a trace or events. I think events is much better. So there's there should be an array called events. Then we can put things inside that. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay, righto. So then how can I start this? Like, I know how to do that. Right, then when you're creating this one, let's get something called events. Okay, that's it. Let's get rid of this thing because we debugged this already, and which is not something we need to worry about, which is weird, but that's fine. Okay, now I'm gonna expose a new function. Let me hide this terminal. So I need to find some shortcuts. Give me a second for that. And VS Code hide terminal. Control. Okay, there's control plus. Yeah, let's see. All right, that's pretty good. Right, then I need to like I need to VS Code hide sidebar. Okay, that's sidebar keyboard shortcut. So should be command. Oh, too much. Right. Open this. Is it Visual Studio? No. I think Visual Studio Code. Cut to hide. Cut activity bar. Sidebar. Do the following. Command K, Command S. Command K, Command S. Right, let's do that. Let's try to do that. Command K. Oh. That's keyboard, not sidebar. Alright, we toggle visibility. Keybind. Alright, that means okay. B. Alright. Oh yeah. Now we have it. Alright. Now this is good. This is good. So I can. This is something I learned today. So I can open the terminal here. Like control whatever the key on the top left. I mean, inside the keyboard, and then I can B to enable. Sure, now we're good. Yeah, I think command B. Yeah, thanks, TV. Right. Okay. Right now we are good. So we have this functionality. Then I'm gonna create some new. Okay. I'm gonna create a new function which is track time kind of thing. Called track time. Export function track time. Then I can give it a. So basically, we can give a name, and we can give some payload information. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me do this, and so here I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna call Passing storage get store. Like I'm getting I should get the payload here, right? If I didn't get the payload, I'm gonna return an empty function. I'm gonna tell you why in a moment why I did that. I mean, like it's like okay, it should be not. So it's understandable if we don't have this payload, and we should not do anything for sure. And if I have the payload, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something interesting. I'm gonna have events because we have events here, and I'm gonna create a new event. Let's create this one here, event, and I'm gonna create a name, so which is I got, and there's the payload which is coming from the top, right? Then yeah, anyway, so we have this one, and yeah, then let's events dot push, and I'm gonna push this here. When definitely I need the start time, which is the important thing. Date dot now, right? Then what I'm gonna try to do is, we have this event, and I'm gonna try and return a function. Right, then I'm gonna track the elapsed time. Get event date dot now minus event dot start time. And then I'm gonna put actually I can directly put it here, event dot elapsed time. And yeah, that's it. I think we can expect some payload here as well, like maybe some errors kind of thing. We call it like end payload. Or just merge it. Let's keep it like this because this is not the final thing, right? And payload, and I'm gonna put it here as well, event dot end payload. Nice. So now we have something which is amazing. So here's the idea. So now we have this one. I think this is complete. Track time. So I'm gonna go to my data. All right, and instead of doing these kind of things, crazy things, I'm gonna track time, import track time. I'm gonna do something cons track time. So in tracking, like this, track time, and I'm gonna pass give it a name, like should get data dot get post list, and then I'm gonna say about the, yeah, we don't have yeah, we can pass the own ID, which is fine, own ID as payload. Done. And then I can end this one. So here what I can try to do is actually I can grab the get the result into a variable result. All right, actually I can do something like this. We have few places which is happening right now. Here and here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change a little bit here. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this and tracking. So rather than returning here, let's result, and I'm gonna result equals this one if this is it, and if not, it would be this. Okay, right, I'm gonna remove this, and then I'm gonna try to do is null. Okay, we are good, and I'm gonna stop tracking here, and I'm gonna return the result. So that's it. Right. All right, now we're good. Yeah, in tracking. Okay, which I think about the payload, I think we can pass something. We should pass the result, which is kind of, because it's not a database we are tracking, maybe a count, result dot length. Okay, right now everything looks good. Yep, this is it, and let's run this. All right, let's get the terminal. Oh, syntax error. Payload is already being declared. Where it is this? Track time. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Payload. Oh, yep. It is already deployed. Yep. So let's keep it store, which is all right. We call it store, which isn't store, and I'm gonna say this is uh, all right. Here store. Yep, and this is it. Yeah, now I should try to run it. So do you know how to like kill something? Maybe terminal. Yeah, I think I can. Yeah, I can kill it. Okay. Okay. Right, now I'm gonna reload this page. All right, now it's cool. Now you can see now we have some data here. Okay, this is object. What's going on? Yeah, let's check later on. So as you can see, like now we have the trace. So we have, this is what we're trying to send to what we call like the place we are tracking. So now we have our trace. We got the data, which is data the get post list. We got the payload, which is yeah, interesting. We have the start time and elapsed time, okay, which is 0. All right, that's interesting. So basically something didn't happen. Okay, let me check. Okay, all right, what happened? So basically this function didn't get called. Okay, that's what happened. Let's see why was that. So let apm track time. So basically, yeah, this is fine. So by this time we should get that. Somehow the function didn't get called. Let's see why is that. In tracking, I'm pretty sure I'm calling this functionality, and let's count with something, return result. Okay, all right, which is weird, and let me do something. Okay, that's fine. Right, then let me do console log here. Run. Okay, not like this. All right, now let's do this, and let's open the terminal again. Right, then I should call this EE thing. Then let me reload the page. All right, now we are getting something. And if you think about this, elapsed time is just 1. Okay, that's interesting. It definitely way higher than 1 for sure. Okay, this time it's 0. Right, definitely I'm doing something crazy here. Date.now event.start time. Wow, is it that amount of fast? That's definitely not sure for sure. Labs time, date.now event start time. So maybe I'm not running a wait. That's the issue. That's it. That's my bad. So here I should try to run a wait. Otherwise I'm not tracking the actual promised. Okay. Now it should work. Let me go to the terminal again. Oh, okay. I'm not really good with keyboards anyway, so That's why I had a lot of mistakes. Okay. Yeah, now we're good. So now I'm printing the correct one. I think this object is because I simply console log it without doing any JSON thing. All right, now we know the data actually 100% happen here, which is makes sense. But if you think about this, now you have like this whole functionality is working, which is good as expected. But now we need to like wrap everything, like all the places here, like all the data functions we do, and it's too much. Like it's possible to do that, and we can actually make this much simpler than this. We can create something called wrap promise or something, and then we could simply pass all these all the functions using here this module dot export, and it's kind of it's pretty straightforward, and it works. But it should be interesting if we can directly track the HTTP module. So then we don't really. So basically, in a typical Next.js application, so inside the get static prop gets initial props. I mean, we are trying to do basically network calls. So then HTTP calls are the only thing we should care about, and that's, I mean, there should be some other things we can do, but still then if that's the case, we can specifically track like this. But other if not, we can directly track the HTTP module, and yeah, problem solved. Let's try to do that. I haven't done something like this soon. This something like this lately. Anyway, it should work. Let's give it a try. So then, otherwise, you're wasting time. And let's try to like experiment that for what's the time right now? I think we have. Yeah, I think I have another around like another 45 minutes, for 40 minutes kind of thing. So we have plenty of time. So then I'll try to like experiment for let's say 10 minutes to get this functionality going. If that works, fine. All right, let me open this. Let me do something like this. Node.js HTTP. So we're gonna do it the pretty low level stuff. So then we cover everything. HTTP DDD. All right. HTTP. It should be get. Okay, that's fine. Get is fine, but I need to track other stuff as well, post and so on. Yeah, this is the one I need to grab. HTTP.request. I think get is also calling request, so I don't need to like wrap it manually. This is it. I need to get HTTP, and I need to write track request. That's it. So let's do that. Interesting. Righto. Okay, HTTP.request. And basically we have URL options and a callback. So the last one is the callback, and that's what we need to like figure it out. We need to like track. Okay, all right. I'm gonna keep this like this for a while. So then that's fine. I'm gonna go to my APM library. So let me clean this up a little bit because we're doing good here. Right, I'm gonna import. I'm gonna close these things, and then now we are clean. I'm gonna do something kind of like a wrapping thing. I'm gonna import. I think we can simply import things here. Import the HTTP module. Maybe, yeah. I think import is nice. So this is not needed for this task anyway. So just right from. Hi, yeah. Hi, good evening. I think Ataman. Right. Okay. So yeah, thanks. Right then. Okay. What we can do? Okay, I'm going to import the HTTP module, so which is HTTP. It should be HTTP.request. Import a strict as http from http. I think if I didn't do that, otherwise I cannot wrap it. I'm gonna type console log request http whatever dot request. Okay, so let's see in the console whether we can see this. I think I need to start again. Right, it's loading. Let me open up some page. Okay, I think and localhost port 3009. Okay, now actually we can see that, which is good. Right now it's wrapping time. So basically this is pretty ugly in like performance monitoring tools, and pretty ugly things we do. And if you check any New Relic or any other like very popular, and they do the same thing. So yeah, that's fine. So I'm gonna do this as a const original request. All right, so I'll keep it like this, http dot request. So I'm gonna get all the arguments. Okay, not like this. And here I need to call a function, which is very important, but not in this case. All right, function request. So then I'm gonna create the args. The first one is the URL, last one is the callback. Right, let me, I think anyway, const URL. We have options, I guess. Request. So we have Node.js, and now we get Mozilla, which is not gonna see in the future. Okay, all right, now http dot request. Right, then it should be URL and options and callback. So that's how it is. Yeah, let's keep it like this for a few moments, like this, since it is like that. And let's try to like do a console log with these args. Okay, whether we are getting this. And then I'm gonna call the original request, and I'm gonna do something like yeah, this thing. Yeah, so if this works, good. Okay, what I did. All right, okay, right. So then I'm gonna reload the page again. So let me see. I didn't see this one. No, I didn't see whether I'm getting this one, args, which is interesting. All right, I haven't seen this. Hi 3 even. Yeah. Okay. Oh really? Lot of media community move into like Elixir. I think I have tried for simple hello world kind of stuff, but I haven't like dig deeper into that. I moved to like Next.js, and yeah, that's it. That's what we here. Right. So I remember you. I remember your profile. 3 even. Yeah. Nice to meet you. Right. So this is it. Unfortunately, we cannot wrap this HTTP request. Maybe that's interesting. Maybe we are not using that directly. Maybe we're trying to directly use fetch. Do we have fetch directly in Node.js? Maybe that's why it is. Not fetch. Weird. Right, maybe let's do the same thing for HTTP get. So whether maybe, yeah. Okay, original, I'm gonna do original get. Get, and I should be asked original get. All right, I'm gonna reload this page again. So I'm checking the logs, and all right, okay, let's see. No, we're not getting it. So that's interesting, because we should get something here, because maybe we cannot extend it like this way. Maybe let's do a require something like const http is require http. Okay, and then I'm gonna hide this one. All right, and I'm gonna restart this, and I'm gonna restart the server again. No, we cannot directly fetch like this. Maybe I'm missing something. Oh, maybe it's https. Oh, that's interesting. Oh yeah, that's it. Interesting. Yep, that's the issue. So I was actually trying to wrap HTTP module, but we are talking to HTTPS, and that's why it is. See what we are trying to see this. So yeah, we can see the HTTP call for here, and I mean like get method, and also like we can see a couple of stuff. Let's give two names for this one, and get and request. So for example, let's do this one is request, and this one is get. All right, and then what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna reload the page. Actually, I'm gonna kill everything and clear the screen, clear the terminal, and let me open this a little bit further. Yeah, on dev. Now I'm gonna reload the page. Oh, sorry. All right, and all right. Okay, now let's see what happened here. Okay, so many API calls. That's interesting. Okay, it's going way back, way back. Right, we have a API called request to honeycomb, so which is not we are tracking anyway, which is a service we use, and then we have the request to GitHub, which is we are getting the get method. Yeah, we have a couple of stuff. Post honeycomb. Yeah, we talked a lot of honeycomb calls. Maybe we can track that part as well, which is interesting. Okay, I think just tracking the request is enough. We can do that, and I think get is simply a proxy for this. All right, that's cool. I think we have completed a lot of things. Right, and what I'm trying to do is actually I'm trying to get the for simplicity. Just I'm getting the host and the path name from the request. So yeah, host, and I'm gonna get host method and the path. Oh, we have href, which is pretty nice. We can directly get href and the method. So that's enough. I'm gonna get href method and href. All right, so about the fields, the first thing should be a request. It should be an object. If that's a string, okay, we have to do a little bit of work to extract information. All right, let's see. Const if, so we need to get some create a payload. So we're going to trap something. If arg 0, type of arg0 is equal to a string, and then so basically it's that's the URL. So I'm going to type payload.href is this one, and that's arg0, and then the method should be simply get. So not ext get. Okay, so let's see the other way around. Let's say this is okay, type of so I should do else anyway. Here let's say it's whether have the payload, this first one is string, which is fine. Then first one is an object. Oh, what I'm trying to do here, right? Else if sorry about mistakes. Okay, all right, then do type up arg0. I mean, if not, actually then it should be an object for sure, because we cannot have a callback directly, so we don't need else if. Just else is fine. And I'm gonna do payload dot href is equal to arg0 dot href, and then payload dot method is equal to arg0 dot it should method. Right, then we need to wrap the callback as well, otherwise we cannot see the information we do. So I'm gonna type something like const callback. I'm gonna get the callback using args, and I'm gonna show args dot length -1, but it's still possible to have a empty callback here. So we're gonna do something like this. If we're gonna do a let here. If so how can I check a function in JavaScript? Type of function? I don't think it will give an object. Right. So JavaScript, how to check a function. All right. Okay, stack overflow. All right. Oh, weird. Is there any simple way to do that? Yeah. Okay. Basically, oh, thanks, bro. I think this is possible. Okay, interesting. Let me check that. Not function foo. I thought like it should, right, typo foo. Yeah. Yeah, pretty easy. I think I forgot that anyway. Yeah. If type of callback is not equals to function, I'm gonna define an empty function. Callback is equal to . All right, now things are easy. Right, then okay, then it's pretty good. All right, then what I'm trying to do is no, I think there's so many things involved here. All right. Okay. What I can do, I'm thinking. Right. Okay. Yeah. This is a function, which is good. Right. I'm gonna do this. All right. I'm gonna do arg0, and I'm gonna do something like this. Oh, not arg0. So args should be this one. I'm gonna wrap. Oh. I'm gonna create a my own function here, so then I can track time, and then I'm gonna talk to the callback, and with the args I'm getting here args, right? So I'm putting some crazy names here. Just I'm gonna change all these things, which is not needed anyway, and I'm gonna do a return. Do I need a return? No, I don't need. Okay, type callback. Right, and then here, so I'm gonna do something like push, and I'm gonna put a callback here, and which is empty. Right now, I think everything's good. So let's think. Let's run the app and see whether this is working or not. Otherwise, we are all right. It's working. Let me run it again. It's working. All right, it's working. It's fine. Everything's good. Okay. Right, and let's try to do our stop. So let's try the elapsed time inside this. So we have the payload here. I'm gonna try start time is equal to date dot now. Okay, and then so let's take the elapsed time. So let's push it into the event. This is not how we do that actually. We have this export dot track time. We have function on, so let's use that track time, and I'm gonna pass this payload. Right, exports, I guess. Yes, it is. And stop end tracking. All right, and I'm gonna call end tracking inside this function. Oh, what I'm talking, end tracking, and as well as here. Oh yeah, okay, I can clean this a little bit or more, but this is fine. All right, now I think we have stop. I'm gonna remove this, and I think now we're done. Let me clear this out, and let me run it again, and let's try to see the trace, just the trace. All right, okay, now it's running. Yeah, no events, which is nice. Let me run it again. All right, what's going on? Which is very interesting. So let me, oh, I know what's going on. Interesting, because I was actually wrapping the get function, which is weird. We don't need to do that. I should do the request. Right, original request. Original request. Right, it's HTTPS, not HTTP. Okay, now I think things should be working as expected. Original is not original get, it should be original request. Yeah. Right, let's see whether it's working or not. All right. Okay, payload is not defined. Oops, what's that? Oh, yeah, it is. It's not defined. Who wrote that? Okay. Right. Okay. What's that? Export track time is not a function. What's that? Oh, it's not export. Just track time. Just track time. Okay. I think we don't. Right. Let me write this. I think we fixed this one. Okay, yeah, we fixed that. Right. And yeah, I think things are working as expected. It's amazing. All right. All right. Now I have the name. Okay, name is an object. Okay. Okay, that's we need to fix. I know what's going on. It should be not just a payload, but it should be a name. Let's see that http.request. Right, now it should work fine. I'm gonna reload this. All right, now HTTP request, we have the payload and we have elapsed time. Nice. And let's do JSON stringify rather than this console log. Then we can see the actual information that we are doing. All right, let me go to I think I need to go to the underscore document.js. Yeah, I need to JSON stringify. Sorry. I'm gonna put my payload here. I need to pick something other than payload because there are so many payloads in this code base. I don't know which one is which. Okay, right, then I'm gonna hide this place. Okay, let me do this again. What's this? Oh wow, I didn't know about that. Is there a shortcut for that? It should be minimize and hide. I think that should work. All right, anyway. All right. All right, now we have the payload, which is talking to the individual page. Interesting. And then if I go to my blog home page, so I can I have two traces. First one is for the fetch individual fetch thing that I did, data.get post list. Another one is for the request, but both are the same. You can see that both are started at the same time, and this took a little bit more, 3 more milliseconds, and maybe something else like yeah, I think we don't need this one. Let's get rid of that one. We can leave it at that, leave with this one for right now, but yeah, later on we can track it if we need, but right now you can just remove this. So I'm going to go to my code base, minimize, and I'm going to open the data directly, and I'm gonna delete all these tracking things. I think let me okay, I should have done gateway git cleanup. Okay, now it's fine. All right, now it should be work like this. And all right, and let me reload the page again. Okay, amazing. Now we track things pretty neatly. So this is it, and this is basically what we're trying to do. And there's one more thing I need to fix before I go further. So in this the thing I used here, let me check it. Where was that? APM. Right. This async local storage is something happen. Something we can see in the latest version of what we call latest version of Node.js versions, but in previous one we had rolled something out. There's a client something similar which is already exists for a long time, but my time at Vercel, we found that there's a memory leak in that code base, and that was really huge. So we wrote something on our own, but I don't have access to that code anymore. So then I think I'm not the person who did that one. That's Harvey. So then I need to rewrite it again manually. So yeah, that's too much work. So instead I'm trying to do a very interesting thing. So inside a Lambda, we don't need all this functionality because in Lambdas, as I mentioned earlier, like a single process is running a single request. So we don't need this magic. We can simply get rid of that. So what I'm trying to do is actually, so we keep it like this. And if async local storage is not found, then we assume, which is bad for right now, that's fine. We assume this is Lambda, and we try to wrap a fake class. All right. Then let's do that. Right, I'm gonna do async local storage, and if async local storage, if not async local storage, quite not sure I can assign values here. Maybe let's give it a try. Async local storage, I'm gonna try something like this. What we call like local storage is a class, and the class is local storage. Okay, which is weird. Okay, yes. And constructor, we didn't pass anything, and the stuff we did was get store, and the other one is run payload and get store. Right, this is what I'm trying to do. All right, and I'm gonna type global store, let global store and equal null. Okay, and when I'm running as run, we have a payload object, and then we have the callback. So I'm going to assign the global storage global storage into payload, and then for the callback I'm simply going to run it because, and there's one called get store, and I'm going to simply return the global store. That's it. And for right now, and let's give it a try whether this is working or not. So yeah, okay, it's working right now. Because I have run the app. Yeah, I'm not doing any sort of testing to make things simple. Yeah, but anyway, I should have like a proper end-to-end test suite before I try it properly. Okay, it's giving me error. Oh, which is interesting. Let's see what's that. What? It's already in use. Interesting. So I don't have time to like find that. Okay. And what's the issue? All right. I think local storage is not defined. All right. What was that? Line 50. Oh, line 15. Can you find out the problem? Right, it's not defined. I think local storage is not defined. Line 15. What is line 15 is doing? APMJ is line 15. So maybe it's just past something. If I remove this code base and it's gonna work, I assume it is the way. Okay, which is weird. I think we can do this for sure. I can assign a class. Do you have any idea what's going on here? Like eval? Maybe it's next stuff. Sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not. Maybe this is used in the client side code. Oh, that's bad. But that's not gonna happen. This is because I'm running like this. Which is pretty interesting, right? Yeah, let's forget that. Let's do it in a different way. I'll try to find this bug later on, but I need the functionality, otherwise it's not gonna work in production. Let me do something like this. Let's keep the global store, That's fine. And I'm gonna do this if I only have this async local storage. Otherwise, we should not do anything. Right, that's it. And I'm gonna do something like this, which is too much work, but that's fine. You run, and I'm gonna do if async store, and otherwise I'm gonna do it like this. If this is not available, I'm simply running the promise. This code base should be like clean in many ways. Right. Right, and then what I'm trying to do is there's one more place I need to pick this get stove, and I'm gonna try. So let's not expose this one, and let's say this is if this exists. We're gonna use this. Otherwise, we're gonna simply call the global store. So then I need to assign it the payload to that place. So that's for that one I can do here. Where was it? Right here, payload, and right, okay, here. Sorry, global store is equal to payload. Right, now we're good. I think now it should work. It should work. Yeah. And then if I look at the time, so now it's using the async stuff. All right, and okay, expected. So now let's get rid of. Oh, did I open a new terminal? Oh, this is happening. Peaky nod. Yeah, dev. Right then, what I'm trying to do is I'm gonna not import this, and I'm gonna type async local storage const equals to null. Right now, this basically doesn't work. There's no async hooks, async thing, and but it should still work. Right, that's work because yeah, that's what now this works inside lambdas at least. And if you're not using Node 12 in production app outside of lambda. Right, now this is it, and I'm gonna remove this. Right now our basic code tracking tracing functionality is finished. Oh, we are close to the timeline. So let's see how to send traces using honeycomb. So I'm gonna open my ding. All right, this place. All right, I'm gonna have, where was we tracking stuff here? Control Command B, and I'm gonna hide this for a little bit. Not hiding. I should hide it, not expose it. Oh, that thing is. All right, this. Right then. Okay, now it's good, and I'm gonna check libhoney send traces. Honeycomb send traces. All right, tracing support is not available here, which is interesting. This is an examples. Honeycomb events, sending events, basic events are fine. All right. Okay, middleware. Oh, I think for the traces I need to work more, which is interesting. All right, I think I'm gonna use what we call like open. We have a tracing JS. So let me check whether how we're doing in that library. This is something a wrapper around honeycomb lib honey, which can track a lot of stuff. Like much easier, but we had some issue sometime, and I'm gonna see why tracer. And we have lib honey. All right. So honey new event. Right, trace is a new event. That's it. We need to create a new event. That's it. So then let's go to span. What we're doing here. Span. All right, here. So there should be something called event, honey event. Add field. All right, that's it. So that's all we had to do. Okay, interesting. All right, this is it. But how can I track time? Let me go to span. Finish. Span. Okay, and I'm looking at stuff like okay. Yep, it'd be like that. Right, then lib honey. I think I need to work with the events. API reference. Okay, I need the method called new event. Right, okay, that's it. Event, some add fields, and that's it. Okay, now let's do that. Let's try to do that at field. So basically we need to do the same thing for all the events. Right. So let's do something like this. So we have the payload and we have events. So let's go through that. Right, I'm using a for each for a long time, which is really nice to use that. Okay. All right, then I'm gonna track something like this. I'm gonna call new event, trace event. Event is equal to, how can I call this? New event. Is it okay? Yeah, it's new event. Event dot new event. All right, so that's it. Then I'll try to put a few information. Event dot add field type, which we don't have here. We call it name. E dot name, which is which one we put. Event dot we got right latency ms. So let me add a couple of things like this. So yeah, elapsed time. So they call it CMS, call elapsed time, and we need a timestamp, which should be the start time. Start time, and then I need to call send. Right, then we should have batched these things up, but that's something for later on. I think there's an option for that. That's something we can figure out later on. and we need to have payload. I'm gonna JSON stringify for right now. Okay, JSON stringify e dot payload. Null2, I don't think it's work, so don't need to worry about. Here then we have end payload as well, if that exists. I think payload is also optional, otherwise. Alright, this should work, but I'm not sure whether this is gonna work or not. Alright, yeah, let's give it a try. Okay, now we have this. Oh, it should be trace ev. Ding. Okay, right, I think this is it. Okay, it should be trace ev as well. Alright, and alright, let's kill this one, and let's open the API for the one last time whether we're doing it. Okay, APM, and we're gonna track a few things. Payload name, payload start time, elapsed time, that's it. All right, and then I'm gonna run this, and I will, let's assume this is this works, and I'm gonna open honeycomb to see. All right, and I'm gonna access the page for a few times. Oh, event.new event is not a function. All right, that's interesting, but this guy says otherwise. Lib honey. Oops, that's what's going on. New event. All right, I'm gonna open the documentation again. No, not that one. I'm gonna yeah, examples. New event. Oh, it's builder. How that's gonna work? Got some params. All right, event. Reduce an event. You can go through 3 paces. Builder. What's builder? So let's do that. I'm pretty not sure what I'm trying to do here. This lib honey. Okay, honey. Okay, let builder. It should be the same thing. Let's check the API. Create and return a clone of this builder and merge its fields. Oh, I can do the new builder. Event. event, what we have, sample right, timestamp, right key. Okay, I think I'm going to check this for a later, sometimes later on. Yeah, which is not past time. Right, I'm gonna do it my leisure time and then try to figure it out. So anyway, like we did the main thing. This is just reporting some tools specific to cloud provider. But we did the coolest thing and trying to like find out this problems. Okay, here. Right now we have this trace. We automatically can see what are the things happening inside our inside the Next.js application. What are things we are doing now? It's just sending this information to a place where we can render stuff. Yeah, that's it. And then thanks for joining me today. And I'm planning to like create a blog post extracting this information. I was trying to do it tomorrow, but I don't think with this issue I don't have time to do that, enough time to do that. Maybe I'll do it on Monday with everything sorted out. I'm trying to have Honeycomb and Sentry as the dashboard providers, so we can send data to those providers initially, but later on we can send this to any place, like we can track metrics and do anything. Right then, yeah, see you next week. Yeah, I might do extend this little bit as well in the next week as well. Yeah, thanks Trivan. Yeah, thanks Pro and everyone.